Good morning, everybody. 6:24 in the morning, coming over the Williamsburg Bridge. Why is it still dark? Can we get rid of this daylight savings time? The sun should be up for an hour. Why am I sitting in the goddamn dark? It's time to get rid of this nonsense. It's not 1910 anymore. People don't need it to save the wood for heat and light and candles and what nonsense. Everybody's got air conditioning, heating. We don't need daylight savings times anymore. So can we get rid of this nonsense and set the clocks back an hour so the sun could come up at a decent time? I don't need the sun to be out at 9 o'clock at night in the fucking summer. Please. It's enough. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. Sun should have been down. Oh, he's killing me. He's killing me. But enough of that. Very, very happy. A lot of chatter going around. Things are going to happen soon. Who knows? I'm praying people wake up. To my friends and family, I love you, even if we don't have the same political belief or religious belief or anything like that. I love you. I do anything for you. To my closest friends and all my family, I do anything for you. That being said, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? People are going crazy. Still, 2 years. 2 years. You would think. I remember a month before the election, 2016, not 2018. Oh, if the Republicans, if Trump loses, they're going to cry and they're going to complain. They're going to say it's fixed, this, that, and the other thing. It's been 2 years. When the fuck are you people going to give up and know that Trump is your president? People are still getting assaulted for wearing a MAGA hat. I wear my MAGA hat every weekend. I go out. Nobody wants to assault me. It's ridiculous. It's goddamn ridiculous. Oh. Trump is your president. Like it or not. How could you root against him? You want the country to fall apart just so you could say, aha, we were right? Is that not the stupidest fucking attitude you could possibly have? It's crazy. It's insanity. A girl and her friends got assaulted this weekend in a bar for wearing MAGA hats. And then the cops come and they want to say the girls were at fault because they instigated it because they wore their MAGA hats. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? To support the president of your country, you got to get assaulted. And it's your fault because you support the president. Ridiculous. What has he done to you? What has he done to you to make him such a bad guy? Before, what was it, June of 2015? Before June 2015, Trump was a great guy. Everybody loved him. Politicians loved him. Rappers loved him. I want to be like Trump and Trump this and Trump that in their rap songs. I don't know. As soon as he said he's going to run for president, he became a pariah. Funny how these things work. It's amazing. You got the fake news, and then you go, oh, Nick, there's no such thing as fake news. Oh, really? Have you been paying attention? What has Trump did so bad that he gets 93% negative press? Obama, I asked 7 people. Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize for what? You'd think people would know that. Nobody knows. Some people said he won the Peace Prize. I go, yeah, first year as a president. I think it was his first year. First or second year. He did nothing. What peace? Who was that peace? Nobody. But it's all a game. It's a game. You don't believe there's fake news? Every time Trump says the fake news media is the enemy of the people, what do they say? What do they say he said? They don't say the fake news. They say President Trump says the news is the enemy of the people. No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said the fake news is the enemy of the people. And the fake news is the enemy of the people because they're not telling you the truth. The greatest thing to a democracy is an informed populace. But if the populace is being informed by liars, that is not the enemy of the people? Unless the people that are at least enemy of half the people. Half the people think it's great. They could give two shits as long as their people get elected. You got this crazy wacko Warren saying if what's his face? Well, I can't remember all these people's names. There's too many people in my head. Forget it. Not Cohen, the other Trump guy that got 48 months. What the hell is his name? Whatever, you know who I'm talking about. She said if he was a white guy, if he was a black guy, he would have did more time. You see how they always throw race in? Conservatives, I'm not a Republican, by the way. People think, oh, Nick, you're just saying that because you're a Republican. I'm a registered Democrat. But my Democrat party, I think, died when Kennedy died, and I wasn't fucking informed until 1980, I think. As soon as I registered to become a Democrat, I think it friggin' fell apart. I'm not a Republican. I'm sure as hell not a Democrat either. I'm a socially liberal, conservative-y, fiscal conservative when it comes to our government, constitutionalist. I believe in the Constitution. That's what I believe in. And that Democratic Party wants to step all over it. It's disgusting. What else? We got news. We got things that might be happening in the next week or two. I'm hoping. All this stuff. You're watching me on a CIA-run social platform, and people are starting to realize this. And then you go, Nick, you're crazy. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Facebook. Facebook is it's too good. It does too much. It knows too much for its own good. You ever wonder how you talk about something with your friend on the phone? Hey, Janice, my hemorrhoids have been acting up. And then fucking 20 minutes later on Facebook, you get an ad for some goddamn Preparation H or some nonsense like that. I haven't noticed it, but I don't talk about my ass to everybody. But it's come out now that Facebook, even if you delete it, still follows you around somehow. That's not something two guys from Harvard who put a little social friggin' platform together would think about. Mark Zuckerberg? You think he's doing it? No, it's the government. But Nick, how could you say that? I could say that. I could say a lot of stupid things. So you got coincidence number one. You have that. Well, why would that sounds like something CIA would do. That doesn't sound like something Facebook would do. Or a person who comes up with a social media platform like Facebook would do. Why would they? Makes no sense. So you have that. You have the fact that DARPA was working on a program called LifeLog. LifeLog. It logs your life. So, what are you talking about? I'm talking about DARPA came up with this program called LifeLog, and on the day they announced they were canceling the program, the very same day, not a week later, not a month later, the same day LifeLog was ended, Facebook began. Coincidence number two. So could there be a third coincidence? The head of, by the way, Google, same thing. The head of DARPA went to Google and then went to Facebook for some project Building 8. That, who the hell knows what that is? So there's coincidence number three. So this is why when you say every once in a while I'll post how I can't understand some people, like I use Facebook, I don't use it a lot, I don't post a lot, compared to some people. Some people post, hey, I woke up this morning, hey, I just had breakfast, alright, now I gotta go take a shit, I gotta take the kids to school, I'm back from the kids to school, it's lunchtime, taking a nap. I mean, seriously, we don't need to know all this. Nobody cares. I love my brothers with all my heart. I don't need to know what they're doing every minute of every day. So I don't know what you think everybody else thinks of you. Everybody likes you. We don't need to know everything. It's just so many things. What's that woman's name? So in case you don't believe me, you can look it up. Regina Duncan? Regina Dugan or Duncan? One of the two. Just search. Or better yet, just Google, what could you Google? Because Google likes to hide a lot of shit. You can Google something, a title to the letter. You'll get a lot of the news stuff come up before you can find what you're looking for, even though what you're looking for is exactly what you searched for. But what could you type that Google would pop it up? Just type in ex-DARPA Facebook executive. I guarantee on the first page, this Regina Duncan, she'll pop up. And then you just read. I think she came into Facebook in 2016. I want to say 2016, but I didn't really check the whole thing out because I got a life too, you know. But understand this, we don't have to have the same political beliefs. We don't have to have the same religious beliefs. But for some reason, I don't know, what's all the hate about? It really is a shame. It's crazy. Excuse me, I need a vape. It's just insanity. It's insanity. One little thing after another. When will it end? When will it end? Either I'm right or you're right. Either I'm right and President Trump is doing a great job and hopefully justice will be served soon, very soon, please. And some very bad people will get locked up, treason, sedition, a lot of other things. How could you not like President Trump? He's the number one enemy of human trafficking. His human trafficking arrests that he's put into place with his executive order and his orders to the DOJ and everybody else. I think he's got more arrests in 2 years for human traffickers than Obama had in 8 years. He's doing a hell of a job. And a lot of this is coming across the southern border. You think the wall is a horrible thing. Why? Why is the wall a horrible thing? Nobody says you can't come in the country. Nobody said that. You just have to come in the right way. If you make it that people who come in illegally don't get no benefits, you'll see people stop coming. That's your tax dollars. California, what is California talking about now? Their ridiculousness. They want to give the state wants to try to do, what do they call it? Medical for all, or no pay, some pay, who pays? Whatever the hell it is, they want to do it. They're saying it's going to cost $400 billion for just the medical. The state budget is $200 billion. So the state budget's going to be 300% what it is now. It's going to go from $2 billion to $6 billion. And California don't have a pot to piss in. They're broke. So where's that money coming from? Trump ain't giving it to them, I can tell you that. So where's that going to come from? You're going to have to raise everybody's taxes. You can't raise the millionaires' taxes. Cuomo just figured that out. He said it. Can't raise the millionaire taxes no more. Why? Because they're leaving. Millionaires can do what we can't do. We can't just pack up and go to another state. They can. They'll commute. They'll have an apartment in the city that they'll pay $20,000 a month for and still save money. Because they're not dummies. So Cuomo raises the taxes and finds out we're taking in less money. Gee, who'd have thought of that? Trump lowered the taxes for the people, and the government's getting in more money. But they don't want to see that because it's not within their narrative. They don't believe it. Well, whatever. I got work to do. Almost there. All right. Well, that was fun. I like venting. get me some stuff off my chest. Talk to you later.